Nani Nabudni. Welcome to the Reconciliation exhibition, which showcases Aboriginal artists. The city of Marion acknowledges we are situated on the traditional lands of the Kaurna people and recognise the Kaurna people as the traditional custodians of country. Please welcome Scott Rathman Jr.
Something touched my heart right from the start. 'Cause it's so hard, still hurts my heart every time I look at the stars. But the scars love again and my heart in my hand. Alrighty, who wants to hear a bit of Dig?
What I was hoping to do today is talk very casually to our artists about what it means to be an emerging artist and some of your stories.
Ceramics is something that's really captured my heart, especially doing figures and things. An ode to the Indigenous spaces I came from, like the diverse, amazing identities that are within our communities. The twin dreams figures are me and my brother. Growing up, we had a very unique experience of being like the only two Aboriginal kids in a very small country community, so we really only had each other.
My name's Atika. I'm Adnamatna, Naranga, Wanganora and Yaliandi. And that's where a lot of my motivation comes from, is my country and my culture. It's easy to put your walls up with a lot of the conversations that happen when we look at Aboriginal history. So maybe tackling it in a different way through art is a little bit less confronting.
Experimenting, I've kind of worked through to stuff like you can see here, which is the oil printing on the wood and the painting of the logs. So I've been constantly trying to add new art mediums to my journey.
For me, painting was something that I headed into as part of like a grieving process as well, so that sort of helped me in that journey. And I think that's why I do paint bright paintings. I think that brings joy to people, and that's what I like to do. So so a lot of my paintings are about community and family, because that's what I connect most with.
Just keep at it. Like it's a tough gig, but the joy that we've seen people respond to your work is really quite incredible.
I make work from the position of my queer subjectivity. Essentially make a practice out of observing place and how I feel or how I operate within that place.
Congratulations to all of you for such a lovely show.
I just find it's really nice to hear directly from artists themselves and in person. I can see a lot of this artwork is very meaningful. You can't always get that from just seeing it.
As a non-Aboriginal person looking at landscape, you don't necessarily see that there's a whole huge cultural connection underlying what we see, and I just love that lens over the top. Yeah, that cultural lens.
It's really nice to see some really different mediums. We've got canvas, we've got oil, we've got the ceramics. When you sit back and listen to an artist sharing their story, it then adds another dimension because it puts context to that art. I guess you could say it's given life.
Some of the works here are fantastic. It's great to see that there's so much passion within the community.
Oh, I would say come and check it out, because I think the more you look at art, the more you get out of it and the more diversity you see. And it's sometimes not a tangible thing to talk about as well. Like it's more of a feeling that you get inside, I think, and you can't necessarily put that into words. It's just this joy and this connection, I think, to that part of ourselves which we don't necessarily always connect to.
Thank you. And thanks for having me and listening as well. I appreciate it.